Roy, you know there's one question on my mind, and I appreciate you answering it. Does Floyd Mayweather want the smoke with Roy Jones Jr.?
Floyd Mayweather, anybody else that wants to smoke with Roy Jones, you know damn well they can get in on question. Has there ever been a question? That's the one thing that's different from Roy. That's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked these folks. Roy fought whoever the fuck came. So don't get me trouble. You all made me cook.
They must have really forgot. They must have really forgot.
Don't be sorry, Chip. Don't be sorry.
But no, anybody come my way, man, I'm always ready, bro.
Did you feel disrespect? Like, I mean, obviously you did feel disrespected.
I play stupid games, you know what I mean? Like I said, when this man was supposing him up over there in Dubai, I was going to do this try to lobby to make sure he got home okay. You understand me? So no matter what the difference may be, I still respect you as a champ. Now you're not my top five, but I still respect you as a champ. For real.
What happens when two of boxing's most legendary names, two icons who built their empires on speed, power, and pure ego, cross paths on the wrong day? What happens when silence becomes shade and respect turns into retaliation? This ain't your average run-in. This is Roy Jones Jr. and Floyd Mayweather, two of the slickest, flashiest, most untouchable fighters of their generations, throwing hands at the airport, not in a ring, not in an exhibition, but in real life. And the worst part? Floyd didn't even throw first. Yep, you heard that right. The money man himself caught a punch and a trip to the ER, and now Roy Jones Jr. is finally breaking his silence and telling the world why he did it.
Is there something that you want to elaborate on, or is there something that maybe you don't like about Floyd?
One thing I don't like is that you don't respect elders. You talk about Muhammad Ali got beat by an 8-0 fighter. That 8-0 fighter was an Olympian who was a monster, who, if you had a monster like that in your weight class, you wouldn't fight him at that time. You understand where I'm coming from? So, that being said, you're disrespecting the greatest fighter of all time. And if you disrespect him, you disrespect anybody. So you have no respect. But when you see me, you're gonna have some respect. Because if you want to get it, we can get it. I'm willing to go earn my respect.
But I didn't hear you say anything disrespectful about Floyd.
I never do. I'm not the disrespectful type of guy. That's not who I am. I'm the type of guy. The reason I'm not disrespectful is because when I say something, I'm ready to die for it. So if I say this, I'm willing to die for this. You understand me?
You stand on it.
I stand on it. You understand me? I'm not, like I said, I don't think LeBron is not a great player. I'm not one of the greatest players of all time. But if you ask me, in your opinion, my opinion, which I'm entitled to, you think LeBron and Mike. I'm going to say Mike because I saw what Mike went through to get where he got. So I got my own reason why I'm going to probably like Mike. I'm not saying just you're trash. No, you're not. I'm not saying you're not a great player.
Right.
I'm not saying you're not one of the top five. Because you could be that, you feel me? And in most people's opinion, you probably are. Some people's opinion, you probably top one. That's not, I can't say, oh, I'm right and everybody's wrong. No, that's just my opinion.
Right.
I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will fight about my opinion. So if you got a problem with my opinion, whoever, call my house. It ain't changed.
Let's break it all down. From the moment tension started boiling to the instant fist flew, and the aftermath that left the boxing world completely stunned. So how did it all start? It started with silence.
Career, he's really been hurt. He's gone down before one time, but there was a perfect left hand. Roy never saw it coming. Roy is out. And Roy may be out of boxing.
And that's why Tarver wanted to be the counterpuncher, because he answered Roy's right hand with a perfect left-hand shot that knocked Jones out. There it was. One previous knockdown against Luca Val, that was a flash, and that is in Square Garden in New York. This is the first time Roy Jones has been hammered by a power punch, and it's cost him.
He wants to do or has to do, he's going to start doing it this round right now. I think he really realizes that he was giving Jack a losing fight. Before he said it was okay. Well, he turned it up against
And he's on the canvas again for the second time in 2 fights. And for the second time in 2 fights, he's not going to get up. And he's been knocked out again.
Will we ever see Roy Jones in the ring again?
Not the one we are used to seeing, because we didn't see him tonight. We saw the guy who got knocked out by Tarver getting knocked out by Glenn.
And he is still out on the canvas. And hurt badly.
our meeting yesterday, Roy Jones made it clear that he didn't think Tarver's knockout on him suggested he had deteriorated as a fighter. Quote, if you come with that'll do at this stage, just a minute into potentially what is a 36-minute night, 12 3-minute rounds.
Just a few days before the airport incident, Floyd Mayweather posted a short video on Instagram. No caption, no voiceover, nothing but a slow clip of Roy Jones Jr. getting knocked. Floyd, chilling in a luxury suite, sips some wine and watches with that signature smirk. No words, but the disrespect was loud.
Y'all see what he did with Roy Jones?
What you mean?
All right, so Roy Jones had said something about him, and he ended up making a post. Floyd Mayweather ended up making a post about Roy Jones getting knocked out. Y'all ain't seen that shit? I'm putting it in the chat.
It's silly because a lot of people don't have. A lot of boxers do not like Floyd. Like a lot of people don't have a lot of good things to say about Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But again, Floyd ain't got like.
Yeah. He don't care. He just said,
thing is, I think a lot of the boxers, and I ain't saying Floyd is bad, and I think a lot of boxers mad they had nothing to do with Floyd did.
Right, which is do his own thing.
He do his own thing. They wanted to, but they didn't have like.
And what you just brought up it makes me bring up another point.
The internet instantly caught on. Fans started dragging Roy. Memes flooded the timeline. Wash legend. Floyd would never go out like this. This is why Roy ducked Floyd in the 2002nd. It got under Roy's skin. And he didn't hold back. Roy felt violated, not just as a fighter, but as a man. This wasn't just internet beef. It was personal. And when they crossed paths, that heat exploded.
You fought Roy in his prime, at his very best, at 168.
He fought me in my prime.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready. He fought me and he won.
Yeah.
He beat me.
Yeah.
You know what? He didn't beat me like he beat everybody else.
He had to work to beat you. Yeah. In his prime, who would you say was better? You were in the ring with Roy. You saw Floyd in their primes. Who had a better prime? Who was the overall better fighter? Roy Jones. Why is that? What separates him from Floyd in their prime?
The reason why was Roy put everybody in their prime. Floyd put everybody after their prime. He went 5 years to fight Pacquiao.
Pac was still in his prime, wasn't he? Pacquiao was younger than Floyd when they fought.
You know what? But he had more wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, go back and look at how Floyd was fighting and what Pacquiao was fighting.
Yeah.
They've been going back and forth for years now. And believe it or not, it all traces back to Muhammad Ali. Floyd's always shown love to Ali, but he refuses to put him at the top of the GOAT list. And that already rubs a lot of old school fans the wrong way. Then Floyd took it up a notch. He dropped a hot take that rubbed Roy the wrong way, saying Ali and Roy both depended way too much on their legs defensively. And once that mobility faded, so did their dominance.
Roy Jones and Muhammad Ali is the same fighter. Their defense is their legs. They're young, and at the top of their game, they can move. Once their legs went away, they sat in down the rope-a-dope. Ali, the same fighter that got beat by a fighter with 7 fights. Leon Spinks beat Muhammad Ali when he only had 7 fights. Ken Norton really beat Ali all 3 times. Go back and look at the fights. And I take my hat off to Roy Jones. Still beat more world champions than Roy Jones.
Now, that might sound like a fair breakdown to some people, but for Roy, he didn't just feel disrespected as a fighter. He felt like Floyd spat on Ali's legacy too. Roy told Seconds Out's Radio Raheem, "If you disrespect Ali, I can't respect you." And from there, the gloves were off.
He did, and that's fine. I went out of my way to troll him a little bit now. You want to fight? Come on. I mean, I ain't tripping. You ain't got to troll me. Come see me. That's who I am. I don't do talk well, you know.
Have you heard anything from him or anybody in the camp?
No, I ain't heard nothing yet, but they know where I'm at and they know how to find me.
I mean, you think there's a possibility, Roy? Like, we might get this exhibition?
Ain't gonna be no exhibition. I want it real. Ain't no sense being an exhibition. What we gonna play for? We both fight for real. What we playing for? Wasn't no exhibition. We didn't make it real. Exhibition for people playing. We ain't playing. I ain't anyway.
I mean, I'm being kind of lighthearted about this. You seem a little intense. I've interviewed you a lot of times. I don't think I've seen this look in your eye before.
Well, I mean, I don't bother nobody. I'm authorized. I can have my own opinion. If you got a problem with my opinion, then anything I say, I'll be willing to fight about. That's why I don't fuss much, because if I say it, I mean it. And if you want to do something about it, come on.
All right, real quickly.
Inside the ring, outside the ring, I don't care. We'll do whatever, wherever you want to do it. That's what I'm built for this.
From there, Roy came for Floyd's whole legacy. Said that a 50-0 record was built on cherry-picked fights, and Floyd never took the risks Ali did. Now, let's get back to the brawl. Sources say it all went down at LAX. Roy was flying in from Miami. Floyd had just landed from Dubai, surrounded, as always, by his massive entourage. Private security, camera crew, a couple of TMT fighters, you know the drill. They weren't supposed to cross paths. Different terminals, different schedules, but fate or chaos stepped in. They locked eyes in the baggage claim area. Tension instantly filled the space. Witnesses say you could feel the energy shift. Roy didn't hesitate. Roy snapped. He dodged the push, stepped forward, and landed one clean right hook to Floyd's face. No gloves, no warning, just raw hands.
I killed you, motherfucker! You crazy? I don't know the fuck you get playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. Fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
Mayweather stumbled back and actually fell. Reports say he may have hit his head on a baggage cart. Security immediately rushed in. Cameras were rolling. Phones were out. Just hours after the incident, Roy Jones Jr. released a statement, and he wasn't apologizing. I didn't throw the first move. His guy touched me first. I told Floyd we needed to talk man to man. He wanted to play cute. Well, that punch wasn't cute. I grew up fighting. I'd die on respect. I ain't some YouTuber. I'm Roy Jones Jr. Floyd was taken to a nearby hospital for observation. Sources say he didn't suffer any major injuries, but doctors were concerned about a mild concussion and possible orbital swelling. Floyd has remained unusually quiet since the punch. No Instagram lives, no posts, just silence. Here's the thing a lot of people forget. Roy and Floyd go way back. They were both kings in the early 2002. Floyd at lightweight, Roy at light heavyweight. They were never in the same division, but the rivalry was always there. Subtle jabs, pound-for-pound debates, and ego.
Because I speak my mind. I speak from the heart and I speak my mind. Is that bad? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, I'm happy with...
Roy used to say he was too big for Floyd, while Floyd would fire back with, "I've never been knocked out." This punch wasn't just about a video. It was about legacy. Roy felt like Floyd disrespected his entire career, and Floyd's known for playing psychological games, whether it's posting silent clips or downplaying his rivals. But this time, he poked the wrong bear.
What's happening, fight fans around the world? I know how y'all are. I know y'all enjoy this thing of boxing. I know we play games and people have their issues and people have opinions. It's cool too. I got opinions and I'm allowed to say my opinions or speak my opinions. And if somebody was trying to send me a subliminal message, it worked, because if you want to prove that you're better than me, I'm always ready. Wide open, ready to go. It's called.
While the dust is still settling, the boxing world is already splitting in half. Legends like Andre Ward, Oscar De La Hoya, and even voices from Pacquiao's camp are all chiming in. Some believe Floyd's signature defense and slick footwork could still steal rounds, but others argue Roy's size, raw power, and throwback aggression might finally be the formula to break Floyd's perfect record. Pacquiao didn't hold back when asked about the whole Roy versus Floyd saga. He straight up said that if both men were in their prime, Roy would have dominated Floyd without question.
The prime Roy Jones?
Yeah, prime Roy Jones or Floyd Mayweather.
Roy Jones. You know Roy Jones, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you. Do you think Roy wins by knockout? Do you think
You agree with me? Roy Jones is in his prime? Man, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime?
Absolutely. Do you think he would knock Mayweather out in his prime?
Yeah, I think so.
What about an exhibition?
Left end, shout out.
What if they had an exhibition together? Who would win?
Exhibition is different. I mean, not like in the prime. But it's good. Good thing that different generation.
And honestly, no one's shocked Pacquiao's riding with Roy, especially since Roy once said Floyd didn't deserve any praise for beating Pacquiao in the first place. The tension's been mutual. Meanwhile, social media's lit. Fans are digging up old clips, arguing over resumes, and dropping hot takes like wildfire. It's no longer just a fight. It's turned into a full-blown cultural event. One thing's crystal clear now. The fans want this. Bad. This ain't about championship belts or pound-for-pound rankings anymore. This is personal. Straight-up war. And Floyd? He feels that pressure. Word is, he's locked in like we haven't seen in years.
Live, only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Sources close to Mayweather's Vegas camp say he's back to grinding twice a day, dialing in his footwork, and yep, even mixing it up with active pros again. He might be pushing 50, but don't get it twisted, Floyd's still slick. His reactions are still freakish, and that elusive defense? Still a nightmare for anyone trying to land clean. As for Roy, his biggest threat is simple. He's bigger and hits harder, naturally heavier, with a highlight reel of knockouts to prove it. That airport swing? That wasn't soft. That was a warning shot.
If you let him move around and do what he want to do, he's going to beat you because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was going to say mean, too.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as nearly as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think you would have beat him?
How? How you going to keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. Just because his name Sugar don't mean nothing. Yeah. Sugar is a dog. Yeah. People don't give him enough credit for that. You got to think, this is around, between around 13 and 14, I think. Angelo Dundee said, you're blowing it, son. Sugar Leonard guy went up there and put these things on Tommy Hearns, who knocked Roberto Duran cold with one shot. Your Tommy hit you just like G-Man. You've been hit. Yeah. So for Sugar to go out there and do that, man, they don't give Sugar enough credit. You understand me?
He's a great finisher, too.
They don't give Sugar enough credit.
He gets you hurt,
it's over with. They don't give Sugar enough credit. So for me, I like Floyd, and Floyd is cool, but it's like, it's going to be hard for me to see how they're going to take it and beat Sugar. I mean, they'd have to do something different, that's for sure. Now, if he did something different, he probably have a chance. But just the way he been doing with normal people, that's not going to work. What I saw in his prime, that's not going to work with Sugar. Sugar got a third element right there.
He said third element.
He does. He got a third element right there. And we know that. We think Floyd got one, but we don't know. We never seen a challenge. Mm-hmm. We know Sugar got one.
Mm-hmm. Floyd's path to winning? The usual. Stay slick, keep moving, frustrate Roy, and sneak rounds with clean counters. But one bomb from Roy, and it could all be over. Floyd's reflexes are still sharp, but that chin? time might have taken its toll.
Yeah, I heard. I heard all about it. I saw Roy Jones call out Floyd Mayweather after Floyd Mayweather's subliminal disses. I saw it. And you guys are hitting me up repeatedly. Showbiz, who do you have if Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather were to fight? And, you know, I must say, Roy Jones is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. Listen, I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his career or whatever, Tim T has always shown me love, man. Floyd Mayweather showed me love. His son, his family. Look, Tim T has always shown love, bro. They have kept it a bean. I just never really been able to connect with Roy like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen him a few times. But I'm going with Floyd on this one, man.
And now, after that wild airport moment, the whole fight game is tuned in. Promoters are working overtime, networks are fighting over the rights, and fans are hyped, calling this the fight that boxing needs right now. Bad blood, high drama, real danger.
I do have another question. What do you think about Floyd and Roy?
I said boxing is hot. It's the Devin Haney era. You got the OGs, the double OGs, the triple OGs. You got the baby Gs. Everybody is fighting for a spot. What a glamorous and great time to be in the boxing business, especially when you got the best fighter in the world.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.